Hey guys, Mateo here. I'm the Guild Master of Pathfinder Gaming, and today's video is on Black Desert Online. This is going to be an overview of the new class that just came out a few days ago, Nova. As you know, I used to be a Mystic main back when the game first came out. I moved to Guardian, which is the person, Camila, that you see on my right, and now I'm playing with the Nova, and I'm super excited about this class, and I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about that. As always, everything that is covered in this video will be in the description and timestamps below. So if there's something you want to hear and then get out, you don't want to hear me talk for 10-15 minutes for the whole video, that's perfectly fine. As always, all the ads are skippable, so you can just get in, get out. I respect your time. I want you to be able to get the information you need and then get out of here. So let's get into the video. First things first is I want to talk about the main mechanics of the class. I'm going to go over the abilities, and then I want to talk about the special mechanics that are specific to the Nova. So Nova gets some plus accuracy on a few of their abilities, mostly the left click abilities. So most of the Morning Star abilities get accuracy on it. So even if you're kind of under geared or you're under leveled, you're going to be able to hit monsters. That's one of the biggest qualms with power leveling is when you're lower level, you have lower accuracy, so it takes you a longer time to kill things no matter what your gear is. So you put a bunch of great gear on your alt, but if you can't hit anything, it doesn't really matter. Right mouse button, most shield attacks have plus crit on it, so this right mouse button has plus 50% crit. This is down left mouse button. It does knockback and knockdown on a good hit, so if you hit them square with the tip of the mace, knock them down. This is left mouse button plus right mouse button. This is a juggle. It floats them, which means pops them up in the air, and it has down an air smash. One of the great mechanics for this class, the Nova, is everything is a down attack. Everything is a down attack. And if you don't know what down attack means that it hits the target when it's on the ground. And this is one of the biggest problems I have on my Mystic, is that there are some moves in the Awakening that don't hit down targets. And I'll forget and I'll whiff after I grab somebody. Grab them, E, put them on the ground, and you'll whiff. And whiffing, that just, obviously that removes your ability to kill that person or maybe that hard monster that you're fighting. So the great thing about this class is that I take it back. There's a couple that don't, but there's about 99% of the abilities on this class hit down targets. So that's it. Just simplifies it. You don't have to think, oh, does this hit a target on the ground? Oh, does this hit a target in the air? You don't have to think about it. Most abilities are wide sweeping. They will hit down targets, and most of them hit air targets in the air as well. So the up right mouse button, that one right there. That has a knockback and a push in PvE, knocks mobs away from you. And in PvP, it's knockdown and stiffness. Stiffness is kind of like a stun. You're kind of staggered. You can't move for a little bit. So you can follow up with combos if you want to. Now, the main mechanic, and I need to go get some mana here by hitting something. The main mechanic of this class is twofold. And the first one I'll talk about is the block mechanic, which is from your guards. Now, what'll happen here is, I'm going to kill these things so they leave me alone. So the guard mechanic is basically this. We spawn these ads, kind of staggered here. And while you have the ads spawned, they last for 30 seconds. You are in forward guard and super armor. So if you see this, I'm not holding any buttons. I'm in forward guard and super armor. See my guards over there, they're fighting this Sawnel Sheriff right now. They last for 30 seconds. Every time I cast an ability that uses them, it increases the duration that they stay up for another 30 seconds, up to 2 minutes. So for 2 minutes, I am permanently in forward guard and super armor. This means I can't be knocked down. The only thing you can really do is pick me up. If you're familiar with PvP in this game, the only way to get through forward guard is blocks. It has a HP amount. Novas have a really high block value. They can block a lot of damage before you break their forward guard, and this is permanently up until you grab them or you break it. And mobs in PvE aren't going to break your block. Not unless you're vastly under gear, they're not going to break your block. That makes this class incredibly new player friendly. They have a passive that gives them HP. It's in here somewhere. Adam's Vigor. It gives them HP auto recovery, so they recover 45 HP every tick. I think it's every 5 seconds. And then on top of that, you're taking 0 damage because you're permanently in this block state here. So you don't take any damage while you're farming. You don't take any damage in PvE, and you block everything. So that cannon just hit me from the side there. It hit me for 0 because I'm blocking it. See that? Monster hit me. I blocked it. And that's basically how that works. And most of those abilities, so the base one is Q. You press Q. And if you don't have guards up, you'll spawn 2 guards. If you do have guards up and you press space, they'll move. So they'll either move towards the mob you have targeted, they'll move to attack, or they'll move back towards you if they're away from you. And then all of your shift buttons, so this is shift right mouse button, will send the guards out to attack. And a huge cone in front of you. So this is shift left mouse button. This is shift Q. Shift F. And so this is basically the specific class mechanic for them. All of these abilities, like the shifts, so this one, all these that shoot out the ice here in the large cone in front of you, tons of CC. Stun, knockback, knockdown, float, stiffness. So you're stunning, you're applying tons of CC in a huge area in front of you, and a little bit to behind you. Saw that mob right behind me took about 40% damage. So you get clipped if they're right behind you. So if somebody's coming up to like attack you while you're stuck in an animation, you will clip them if they're right behind you. But these are typically just frontal cone abilities. And while your mobs are up, your guards, who are in permanent 4 guard and super armor, and I know you've noticed that it's moving slow. Yep, you move slow while you're guarding, but if you press shift forward, you'll do this dash here, and it has a very short cooldown, 5 seconds, and you'll shift. I'm out of energy, stamina, but you'll kind of dash like this. And it's akin to the Mystic Dash, where you can dash as long as you have orbs up. And for this one, it just costs about a third of your stamina, so you can dash maybe 3 times in a row before you're out. You need to stop, and that's the same as the Mystic. You get 3 orbs, you get to dash 3 times for free, and then before it goes on cooldown, you have to wait. So it's the same way. So your just basic movement is going to be slow, but you're in combat. I want to get to the next mob and kill it. Is going to be really fast. So it's going to appear slow at first because you don't have a lot of the abilities when you first start leveling the class. It's going to appear slow, but once you can start dashing around and you get the AoEs and you just round up everything and you start killing it, it's going to be as fast as you want it to go, right? And there's a big wind-up on a lot of these abilities, but that's just a product of the class. You're not going to be fighting things one-on-one. You're not going to be comboing outside of PvP. So for PvE, you're going to be rounding everything up, and then you're just going to be pressing one button to kill everything, and then move on to the next pack, right? Get to the next area. But that's the Nova in a nutshell, guys. So here's a couple of things about the guards. Cold Dark Star is one of the passives. When you hit somebody with a mace, you remove all of their DP buffs. This goes for PvE and PvP. You lower their AP by 16. And for the guards specifically, they deal a lot of damage. I want to show you this. Man, for mine, it's not even maxed out yet. The last level is 56, I believe. And its guard damage is 704% right now when they attack. They can kill mobs on their own. They deal a lot of damage. They have plus 40% critical hit rate. They can hit 7 targets in a row at a time. They lower the DP of the targets they hit by 10, and they lower the movement speed of the targets they hit by 20%. and they can attack targets that are in the air and on the ground. They have air attack and down attack. So the guards are actually incredible, and they're incredible for PvP too. They will stagger and stiffness you, because they apply their buffs when you use their abilities, right? So when you do these abilities, they have their own set of CC and their own debuffs and whatnot. So you can get kited and juggled and stunned and CC'd pretty hard by the guards just themselves, because they do, once you get closer to them, they will move on their own and start attacking. So this is a pet class, even though it doesn't look like it. You know, you're just kind of like shooting out your AoEs, kind of like of a guardian, sword and board, heavy armor, heavy survivability. This is really a pet class too. So you have that interaction that goes on as well. Tons of buffs, tons of debuffs, tons of CC, tons of survivability. In terms of overall playability, I will put this class at a 10 of 10 in terms of ease of use. And Guardian is obviously 11 of 10, just because everything in the Awakening kit for the Guardian heals and whatnot. So that's all I got, guys. I will be doing an update for this when the Awakening and the Succession comes out. I plan to have both. We'll go over everything that's part of that. I did the same thing with Guardian. I'm in love with this class the same as I was or still am with Guardian. And on my main at Miramach, I saw somebody with 340 DP just get one comboed by a Nova. And obviously it can't be that great of a geared Nova. It's like 61 or something, brand new. So this class does an insane amount of damage, probably the same as when Guardian when it first came out, before the adjustments to PvP. So I don't know, with the developer taking over, so there's no more Cacao Games and it's going over to Pearl Abyss. Pearl Abyss typically doesn't, I'm not going to say that, I'll take that back. They have, but they're more akin to buffing things than nerfing it. So I don't know if Nova will get nerfed, but they do a lot of damage, guys. They do an absolute metric crap ton of damage. So that's all I got. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all the likes, comments, and everything. It helps the YouTube algorithm, helps people find the video. So if you watch Black Desert content and then you comment on this, YouTube will say, hey, that's somebody that's engaged, and they'll send this video out to new players that wanna see this and find it. So I appreciate that. Also, if you're watching on the live stream, drops are enabled through the beginning of January. I believe it's January 6th. So there are items you can get in-game, current premium items from the cash shop that you can get for watching live streams. So not just me, but any of your favorite Black Desert content creators. Watch them on YouTube, or not YouTube. Watch them wherever they're streaming, but specifically on Twitch. Watch them on Twitch, and you will get items for how long you watch them. I believe it's 30 minutes, and I can't remember what you get for that. You get time-filled stones for 30 minutes, which are these things which are used to upgrade your Tavala gear here on the season server, and you get like some item collection scrolls and some other goodies for watching them for up to 4 hours a day. So thanks a lot, guys, and peace.